How are you?
And I heard it was someone's birthday today, Mr. Howie.
Thanks, birthday.
Are you going to reveal how old you are?
I'm into the 30s plus.
Ah.
30s? Hey, calm down.
Don't fight the feeling. It is what it is, man. So, I gotta tell you, man, you think about it, it's been 10 years, 75 million sold in your career. That's an unbelievable number. And 4 of you guys are still standing in this Backstreet Boys.
Yep.
So, and I got a new CD coming out on the 30th of October, too. So, things are really good for you guys. You guys are all kind of like hanging in there, looking good, doing your thing.
Thank you. I mean, we are enjoying it still. I mean, music has changed, and we're trying to evolve with it, and that's the challenging part, but the fun part.
Let me ask you about that, because one of the questions I was going to ask when you think about some of the guys, like when you guys first came on, everybody's like, what do these guys from middle income, middle America, upper middle class, whatever, white kids know about hip hop and R&B and jack ballads and all this kind of stuff? But you guys totally did it and pulled it off, and now you got guys like Justin Timberlake, and John Mayer's not that way, but he's a white guy, singer-songwriter, who can really play guitar, and you got guys like Daughtry and Neo and some other stuff. Well, you guys fit in that music that's out there right now like that? I mean, how do you see yourself amongst those guys?
I mean, I think as time's gone on, since the early days to where we came up with Never Gone, we definitely, as Nick was saying, we had to evolve with the sound. Obviously we couldn't come back up with that whole sound was back on that era. Yeah, exactly. And but like I say, our musical taste has changed. Just from hearing groups that we've traveled around the world and hearing styles of music over in Europe and South America. And, I mean, even just since we've had our break, groups coming out like Coldplay, and like you said, John Mayer, and all these great people that have really come out and, believe it or not, influenced us even with our sound. So our last record actually had a little bit more of a pop rock sound. This record here, we kind of still kept some elements of the pop rock sound, but at the same time we went back to what we're known for, with the spread, widespread, vocal harmonies, pop music, sometimes just, a little bit here and there of R&B.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much previously up till Never Gone, all of our records had a little bit of, across the board sound of pop rock, pop R&B,
Sure.
dance and stuff like that. So we've kind of gone back to the basics of, but hopefully of this day and era now.
Is it weird that you guys are down one? Like when you first went into the studio, you're like, you've been missing somewhere.
Yeah, actually we did. I remember when we first got to the studio, I mean, at least I was thinking that, and I think we were all kind of, this is weird, this is weird. But then eventually we kind of got over that and started to just started doing our thing, and recording. I mean, yes, we're down a member, but the one thing about it, Kevin, he did sing some parts, but all of us are vocally, we're capable of having good ranges, so we can sing really low, we can sing high, and I think we can cover everything, definitely cover everything, and yes, we do miss him in certain aspects, of him being in the studio.
Were you guys mad at him when he left?
Even as just a
No,
father.
I mean, Kevin came to us actually about a year and a half ago when we started recording the record, and just said, guys, I'm ready to take a different chapter in my life right now. He wanted to start a family with his wife, and they're in the mid-30s and stuff like that, and so, we all know that, once we start recording, between writing, recording, promoting, touring, it's like 2 years of our lives that we have to just give away, and to give, focus on the group. And that's no place to try to start a family, so we were totally all understood. We're, gave him our blessing as well as he gave us his blessing to keep on moving forward and putting on music, because the rest of us were a different place. And I mean, the door is always open for him to come back. We're not looking to replace him or anything like that. We're trying to, just keep on putting music out there for our fans. Be ashamed to.
Like if the quarterback is out for a couple of games, or a wide receiver, or whatever, you got other guys on the team. You guys will be all right. Yeah.
So, Nick, you did that whole reality TV thing. Are you glad? Any regrets? Are you like, oh gosh, I wish we'd never done it?
I never regret anything that I do. I think that because you've always learned from it.
Yeah.
What
did you learn from that?
Well, I learned that, I actually did have issues that I had to deal with, inside my own head and and so, like, after I was done. I mean, when you watch TV, when you watch yourself on TV, especially in a reality situation, when you saw how crazy it was, from my perspective, it was I learned a lot, and I was able to say, well, I am messed up, but now instead of letting it continue on, let me do something about it. It's almost like, stepping out of your body and taking a look at yourself. But sometimes you don't get that opportunity to, and you try to ask friends, and your friends really don't give you an honest answer. And, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Do you think you were unfairly edited at all, or do you think that, did you have a lot of say in what eventually went on? Was there anything that you were like, no, that cannot go on, I don't want my family looking like that?
Honestly, we did not, and that was frustrating. But at the same time, basically what happened was I sometimes wish that maybe it was scripted. I wish it was more scripted so that it didn't turn out as crazy as it was. But that was real, And so they just cut up what we gave them, But whatever, bygones, move on. They offered me to do another season, and I turned it down. I was trying to juggle my family and play daddy, and then at the same time, record an album with the boys, and all the other stuff that I was trying to do was working.
I was going to say, man, that took a lot of guts on your part. Like, first you tried to go into space with the Russians, and then you came out of the closet. Nick, that took a lot of guts for you to do that.
Tell him, we had this whole plan when we were going to come in here, and he was going to totally mess with you guys. And I just said,
you wouldn't know what you said. I was going to conduct the interview when we first came in here, is that I was such an idiot, I thought you guys were insane.
I would never try it.
I couldn't do it.
I was going to go with it.
What would you have answered to that question?
The whole space thing, I would have said that, unfortunately, I honestly, it didn't work out. Probably because I did come out.
And Howie kind of looked at you like, I think he's kidding.
You started asking like, oh, he's told you I have to look away.
I think they were going to be uncomfortable in the space shuttle.
Should have wait you were a bit from that time.
Right.
Now he's gotten skinnier,
Yeah.
Well, did that ever happen along the way too? Because with Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and New Kids and all the other bands we're on, do you guys ever get mistaken and people are like, wow, I love your music, and you're there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
still to this day.
Really?
Always like.
Who do you most get confused with?
Probably insane.
Yeah.
But there was one time that we got confused
With
a
Black
while
Street?
ago. Black Street.
When we first started.
Yeah, we first started in Toronto. It was like about almost 13 years ago. It was the first time we were being played there in Toronto. This girl was like this fanatic, had this contest to meet Backstreet, and I think she
We were so excited too.
Oh my God, we stand! Our first day in Toronto.
We sit down at
And they
dinner.
played this girl, and she was like screaming out the top of her lungs that she
At
won.
the radio station.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, so we went with her at the dinner and everything, and we all of a sudden sat down, and she was like, oh, so what do you guys, you guys hanging out? And we're like, you guys work with a record company? I'm like, no. You guys work with a radio station? I'm like, no. And they're like, who do you think you're here to see? And she's like, Black Street. We're like, oh my God. And like, look, I looked like somebody told like the next guy down the line. It was like,
oh my gosh.
by the end of the night, she became a fan.
It was great.
Howie, besides being your birthday today, congrats again, buddy.
Thank you, man.
But I read that you've been dating your girlfriend for a long time. Tell me how you proposed to your now wife.
My
Fiancé.
fiance, yes. We're taking it one day.
How's the baby?
Get married tomorrow.
5 kids.
Yeah.
No, actually, Lee has been in my life for the past 6 years, and I've never been really one to majorly be public about
Right.
private life kind of thing. But we have been together for 6 years, and it's been one of those kind of things that we've been traveling so much and just enjoying life. But the 6 years have gone by like that. It wasn't like I was trying to make her wait, until until I'm 45 or something like that years old. But like I said, at the same time, we weren't really rushing things either. And it just felt right. This past year here, things just taking on new chapters in my life and everything moving forward. And I actually proposed to her in front of her family up in New Jersey, and on New Year's Eve, in front of her, she had 40 family and friends.
Did they all know?
They're only 3 of the people knew.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
They got
Now I'm in the family. I can't get out now.
No, you're in.
That's
For life.
That's right.
I had a good talk with you, all right?
This was, we don't discuss it.
I proposed that. Actually asked her mother and her father and her grandmother before.
That's cool.
Did she cry?
She did. She did, and it was funny.
Did you?
I actually got a little choked up.
Oh,
I get a little choked up.
That's cool.
And honestly, I was more nervous in front of these 40 people than I was in front of, let's say, 40,000 people. Everyone hardly drink before, everyone's all partying. Oh my God, my cheeks were all red. You can see in the pictures and everything. It's funny.
Hey, I have another question. Speaking of not talking about your personal business too much, But Luke Pearlman, everyone knows he was an instrumental part in putting so many bands together, late 80s, mid 90s, whatever.
Right.
The guy is like running from the cops all over the world. They finally found him. He owes everybody and his brother money. What happened with that guy? He made, I mean, how many hundreds of millions did he make somehow? But then, where did it all go and how did he go off track? What's the deal with that guy? And how much money did you guys lose any money from his shenanigans?
Believe it or not, I was invested.
So you lost money from this guy, right?
I had a couple of $1,000 lost, but nothing. I mean, I luckily enough, I got out. I got about probably a year before everything started. I started hearing rumblings, and my parents actually were involved as well. My parents got out, but I think probably between the two of us, we maybe.
Do you have any idea this guy was such a shyster and he was a bad guy like that to that level?
I mean, it was really weird. Like, you know, when we had our separation from Lou, you know, I think each of us still indirectly, somehow or another, would, you know, always cordial to him. I mean, to this day, I'll still credit him as being the guy that, you know, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here today.
Sure.
You know, he helped us, you know, fulfill a dream that, you know, if it wasn't for him, it probably wouldn't have been possible. And so, you know, each of us at different levels still kept in touch with him. And like I said, I personally was invested into this bank account that he had set up, like my own account, and listened to it and thought it was, you know, it was a great bank account. It was like 11% interest. You thought that it was like, you know, you can't even get that kind of interest on a bank. And unfortunately, it was always, you never got 100% the story on exactly how it was, you know, FDIC insured, Washington Mutual, but it was like, but it was good enough that most people believed in what he was saying and stuff like that. And I mean, I really feel bad for those who didn't get, you know, out, you know, and lost lots of millions of dollars and stuff like that. But, you know, it's just a shame. I mean, I think Lou, looking back, I think each of us can say that, you know, he's a good, I mean, I think we all believe that he did have a true, you know, good heart. There was a good heart in him. I think he just unfortunately got lost in reality of, you know, okay, I can start here and I want more, you know. It's just unfortunate. It's one of those stories that you hear sometimes from people who just get, you know, caught up in their success and just take it to the next level. And,
Well,
yeah.
I was curious because I know that was an ugly stuff.
Nick, dating, single? Are you tired of talking about her something down in that interview yet?
I mean, you know, it's funny, like, I guess I'm answering all the questions, you know, it's like everybody asks, like, the same, I mean, but I guess it's also been so long time, it feels like it was so long ago, you know, it's almost like I never even dated her.
That was last time,
you know.
That's right.
Yeah, and so, but, I mean, if you got any questions, what do you want?
The tattoo.
I just...
The tattoo?
Is it there? What's her name?
Well, you know, and it's funny because, like, no, it used to be right here, and then I put the skull and crossbones over it.
Okay. I got you.
And then Old Habits Die Hard. And, yeah, it's funny, I remember, like, so long, like, everybody was like, she was like the dynamo. Because, look, I'm not going to get a tattoo of some girl on my body unless she just does it to her body, too.
Right.
Okay? I'm sorry, it's not going down like that.
Right.
I'm not that head over heels.
How old were you when you got
it?
it?
You know?
How old were you guys when you got it?
I remember, it was years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, then,
she got that too. I think, too.
yeah, it was on her butt.
There you go.
I'd rather have my wrist in my butt.
Yeah.
And now every guy that has to
Yeah, really.
has
Have to see that.
Yeah, it's together. Oh, look.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I heard she put a Y on it, so now it's after her sister.
Really? That's
kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's
I name tattooed on my arm.
Sister's name.
Family love.
You do what you gotta do, yeah.
Hey, I have my brother's name tattooed on my
Well, all I can tell you guys is the best of luck. This CD will come out, Romeo on the Radio, October 30th on Jive Records.
Yes.
And the single, Inconsolable, really, really good song, man. Congrats on such a great song, and thanks for coming by. Appreciate Howie and Nick, both of you guys. Good luck. Tell the rest of the guys who said hello.
We will. Thank you for having me.
Backstreet Boys, Star 94. We'll play the single right there.
Let's just do it like that.
That's tough, I know.
That's better than you and I can do.
Yeah, we're like,
Actually, we just did a video.
Yeah.
And that was like the speed that we had to do the video at.
Right.
For Inconsolable. And we just shot it like what was it, a week ago in Venice. It's so crazy. Like I guess this new like slow motion effect that they try to do in the
Venice,
video.
Italy or Venice, California?
Venice Beach, California.
Okay. I was like, sweet, that's Italy. Oh, wait, I grew up in LA, so wait, Venice.
Yeah,
But they all, for some reason now, like I think like the last 2 or 3 videos we've done our songs like so sped up.
I'm doing it again.
When it finally comes down,
It's
we slow
weird,
it down.
because got all these girls watching, and you're doing like,
And
and you're trying to have an emotion.
And you're moving at a really
It looks
fast
better
pace.
after,
Yeah.
than not when you're doing it.
I promise it's going to look really cool when you watch it on MTV, but right now it's kind of
Well, thanks again, you guys, and best of luck, and hopefully next time you're through Atlanta, stop by Starting 4 again.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it.